Welcome to Talkin Dribble. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great week so far. I'm Ben.
I'm Jacob.
To our Dribble family, you know the drill. 5% sport, 5% analytics, 90% dribble. And to the new listeners, welcome. Happy to have you. Appreciate you stopping by.
New Talkin Dribble episodes drop every Monday and Wednesday on Spotify and YouTube. So if you enjoy our content, head over to those platforms to keep up to date. Chuck us a follow, give us a rating and review. Helps us keep growing.
Also, if you prefer our dribble in shorter bursts, we post clips every day on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. So hit that follow button if you like what you hear. So let's do it.
Let's talk some dribble.
Sweet as. So we got Wildcard review, Divisional Round preview, ranking the remaining quarterbacks, ranking the remaining coaches.
Yes, sir.
And we're also doing a little coaching carousel. So we're going to be matching, well, mostly you're going to be matching the coaching vacancies.
Yes, sir.
Who should coach Miami? Who should coach Atlanta? Who should coach Pittsburgh? Who should coach Baltimore?
Coach my Titans.
Yeah, no.
It's the big question. It's the big question.
On everyone's lips.
Everyone wants to know. Everyone wants that job. I'm telling you.
Titans.
Everyone wants the Titans job. The foundation's there.
Have you interviewed anyone yet?
Yeah, we interviewed Jason Garrett.
Oof.
Who used to coach the Cowboys and got fired.
He did get fired.
Sucks on television. So great times.
Oh, brother. But you've interviewed Stefanski.
Yeah, we've interviewed blokes. We're going to be fine. We interviewed Mike McDaniels as well. People are off him, but I'm on him. I'm on the McDaniel train.
You're on him?
I'm on the McDaniel train. I don't think he's a bad coach. I just think Miami suck willy.
Okay.
But massive wildcard weekend. Obviously, that's a little bit in the past now. It's a few days ago, but still massive wildcard weekend. Probably could not ask for a better wildcard weekend.
Oh, what a weekend.
Apart from the Tuesday game, they were all perfect games and all within one score.
Peak.
It was porn. Who would have thought starting off the week with Rams at Panthers, we'd be getting a 34-31 game.
I know.
And literally Panthers had every chance to win that game except for some Matthew Stafford magic at the end to Kobe Parkinson. Holy crap, what a grab, what a throw. Just a dagger in the hearts to all Panthers fans. But hats off to them. We were here a week ago full roasting them for being in the playoffs, roasting the situation, how it's all played out. They came in and showed they somewhat deserved a spot. And, hey, they put on an absolute game and a half for us, which we can't complain about.
I'm just happy that we saw some kind of potential from Bryce Young.
Yep.
So it's not like this wasted season. He's got a bit of playoff experience and he turned up. It's not like he dominated, but, bro, it took a Matt Stafford having to go 80 yards down the field to defeat the Panthers
100%.
in that last 3 minutes.
Crazy.
So, bro, Stafford, something's a bit off with the Rams. I'm not sure what it is.
Off. I thought Sean McVay didn't call a great game.
No, I didn't think that was his greatest game.
When you're talking about a bloke who's coached many playoff games and has won at the highest level, thought he went in with a pretty average game plan and it didn't play out too well. But then, the game after Rams-Panthers, we may have witnessed one of the best playoff games you will see in your lifetime.
And just not the creation of a rivalry, just the brewing of an old rivalry. Ben Johnson is that guy.
And he is bought into that rivalry.
Oh.
I love it. Hearing him in the locker room after starting a chant of fuck Packers, that gets me aroused.
Oh.
That gets me sexually aroused.
Got me hard.
Oh, I've
for sure.
A lot happened during that time.
Oh,
and Matt LaFleur may have lost his job. I'm surprised he hasn't.
Matt LaFleur, are you serious?
No.
Are you actually serious?
Can I explain myself before you come at me with all this?
Well, you're just the one saying, you're surprised he's lost his job. That's bullshit.
God. You just jump to conclusions. I'm saying I wouldn't fire him. But I'm surprised he hasn't because there's been so much turmoil about it. And I was expecting literally a couple of hours after the game, we were going to see a report, Matt LaFleur's fired. In no world, if I'm the Packers, would I fire Matt LaFleur because he'd be picked up like that. And the coaching carousel right now isn't ideal unless you're getting John Harbaugh. In not a million years would I fire Matt LaFleur, but I am surprised they didn't because how much turmoil there is, because he hasn't got an extension yet, and then they go out like that. I was expecting a firing to happen.
But also, in reality, Green Bay don't even have an owner. It's a general manager who's never managed a team apart from this one. So it's like a rather green general manager making that decision. So realistically, I don't expect him to be fired, and I don't expect him to be fired anytime soon. If anything, he should get an extension. The man's one of the best coaches in the league.
I think he should. I kind of want him to get fired because then I want the Titans to pick him up. But, literally, if he got fired, the Titans would just swoop in on that instantly.
I think the coaching carousel is now really good with John Harbaugh and Mike Tomlin all of a sudden.
I don't think Mike Tomlin's going to be in there. I think he's already pretty much said I think he's taken a year off coaching. I reckon he'll go into broadcasting.
But ultimately, he could Yeah, because they need a trade.
I think, well, that's the thing. He hasn't been fired. So it's like Sean Payton a couple of years ago with the Saints. You'll have to trade something for him. And what's it called? I think literally in a couple of weeks we might hear him on our TVs.
Maybe.
There's a good chance.
Anyway, LaFleur, that man should not be fired. They were the 1 seed and then Micah Parsons went down and their defense they had no pass rush. Yeah. So, no, Green Bay, they lost. They were winning and they lost to a very defiant and resilient Chicago Bears team. Yeah. And my God, Ben Johnson, bro, that guy, if you have a coaching vacancy of if you're just any organization, you would want that guy to be coaching your team. Just the way he's so cold and cool, calm, collected. They were down 2 scores with 5 minutes left. And he's just standing there I don't give a shit.
Nothing's going on. And then Bloke shows zero emotion until after the game.
Right. And then after the game, there's just the video of him in the rooms. Oh yeah, obviously the handshake with the floor
crazy.
just full gives him the cold shoulder.
They just don't like each other. And I'm here for it. I'm actually full here for it. I love it. And now everyone's angry about Ben Johnson, the way he's acted and stuff. It's like, isn't that what we want in sports? Don't we want rivalries? Don't we want people to somewhat hate each other in this game?
People are just
That's
narky.
What creates... People are narky. Even just touching on the whole Liam Cohen stuff, that reporter. She did an amazing job. And she's getting flamed for showing kindness. The world's gone mad. But still, I love it. I love that there's a rivalry building. Like a bigger one. Because obviously it's been a one-sided rivalry for a long time because the Packers have just owned the shit out of the Bears. But, hey, tide is changing. And we may have witnessed one of the best players I've ever seen in my life from Caleb Williams. 4th and 8. Oh, my God. He's pretty much mid-air doing the Jordan sign, freaking getting flipped, drops that shit over 2 defenders in between 2 as well, straight into Rome Odunze's arms. I'm like, bro, what the fuck did we just witness? That was ridiculous.
Insane. And we weren't expecting it. We're like, oh, my God, they're 4th and 8. He's about to throw it out of bounds or throw it for an incompletion. And there's 5 minutes left. Green Bay are going to get the ball and it's going to be game over.
Yep.
Man makes the pass and they go down to get a touchdown. And then Green Bay punt, they get another touchdown. It's just, bruh, that guy, he's he only threw for 50%, threw 48 times.
Yeah.
But god damn.
Which is not what they want.
No, but he just has these moments in games. He has moments in games where you're like, oh, not great. And then he has moments in games you're like, holy shit, no one else can do that in the league.
Mm-hmm.
He makes throws that only probably Mahomes could make.
He's probably got the best arm talent in the league right now.
Probably him or Allen.
Because him or Allen probably have the strongest arm in the league. It's ridiculous. It's actually crazy. But elite game, top tier stuff, followed up by another elite game. Bills, Jags, 5 a.m. in the morning. That was a tough wake up for sure. But hey, they put on an absolute clinic. Feel for the Jaguars. They had a terrific season, and too bad that the first round they have to come up and face against Josh Allen.
Yeah,
because he's on a rampage.
That was a Josh Allen masterclass. That was nuts. Josh Allen being like, hey lads, get on my back.
He just flopped that shit out.
Get on my back, and I'm gonna carry us. I'm gonna carry us to glory, and that's what 100%. He did. They got the dub. They were away, the 6th seed in Jacksonville, and look, Jacksonville didn't play a bad game. No. Their defense held up decently. Trevor Lawrence, he did look pretty timid, especially when you're comparing him to Josh Allen. But
it's tough.
Josh Allen just with his legs, with his arm, bro. He is the best player in the league, and he won't win MVP this year, but he is the most valuable player to his team.
100%.
And I hope they keep going. I picked him to win the Super Bowl last week. But
it's going to be tough.
It's going to be tough against the Texans.
No, Broncos.
Sorry, Broncos.
Broncos this week. Yeah, it's going to be pretty intense. It's going to be very intense stuff. But hey, hats off. They got over the hump, which we love to see. And then, geez, it's just one after another. Another elite game in the afternoon slate. San Fran over Eagles in Philly. Madness.
Orgasmic stuff.
Madness.
Orgasmic stuff. And Nick Sirianni, bro, what the fuck you doing?
What the fuck you doing? Who said this on the pod last week? I was like, what does Nick Sirianni do? Can you give me an explanation, Ben? What does Nick Sirianni do?
Nick Sirianni, how do you lose to a San Francisco team when you don't have... San Francisco are missing Nick Bosa. They're missing Fred Warner, so they're 2 best defensive players.
Mm-hmm.
George Kittle tears his Achilles in the first quarter. Yeah. He catches 1 catch. Mm-hmm. So the San Francisco's best receiver. Oh, also, they don't have Ricky Pearsall, who's their best wide receiver left, because they already are missing Brandon Ayuk, who tore his ACL last year, and now he's just not playing. He's just out of the building.
Yeah.
And who am I missing? Is there anyone else? really big?
They're pretty much the whole defense is banged up. I think they're on their 6th and 7th linebacker. It's ridiculous. Their best defensive player right now is like Eric Kendricks at linebacker, who was looking like being out of the league a couple of years ago. And Robert Sala's got him running around looking like prime Fred Warner. So it's just like, what is going on?
What is going on? And yes, Philly were missing like Lane Johnson, but San Francisco have the worst pass rush in the league. Yeah. Nick Bosa, their best edge, is 3rd in their team in sacks this year.
Ridiculous.
Man hasn't played in 3 months. The man has not played in 3 months, and he's 3rd in sacks. So that shows you that the pass rush for San Fran is not good. So Lane Johnson being there or not being there doesn't impact the game that much.
No.
Anyway, how as Philly, you're on your home deck, you are trying to back up a Super Bowl, and you lose to this team. And you are up with, 4 minutes left?
Yeah.
Brock Purdy throws 2 picks, one of them pretty bad, and threw another pick in the 4th quarter. And I thought, okay, Philly are going to go down and score. That's GG. Nope. The offense goes stanky again.
How can an offense have Saquon Barkley, Devontae Smith, AJ Brown, and Dallas Goedert and be that shit? I've never seen anything like it where they can look so good in the first half and then second half's hit and they just like forget how to play football.
Just stops.
Like, I don't know. And I didn't actually think that last drive, I didn't think Jalen Hurts actually had a bad last drive. AJ Brown, I love AJ Brown, but bro, if you're talking all this shit and you're constantly arcing up on the sideline, arcing up on social media, you better catch a fucking ball.
Yep.
Because he dropped 2 pivotal balls and then Devontae Smith, it was kind of a tough one, also dropped a big one as well. I'm like, what is going on? Dallas Goedert was cooking in the first half. And then it's like, let's just go away from him.
Yeah, let's just go away.
What are we doing? Kevin Patullo, obviously, just to mention, being informed he won't be the OC next year. No fucking shit. The bloke stinks. But
they were one of the best offenses last year with all these weapons, and all of a sudden they've turned into one of the worst.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Well, not one of the worst, but they weren't great.
They were one of the worst offenses
they
in
were
the
20th.
league. Yeah, they were one of the worst offenses in the league. And I think and in the second half, I think they were the worst offense in the league.
The worst?
Yeah. I could be wrong. I need to check those stats again, but definitely looking back on it a couple of weeks ago, they were the worst offense in the league in the second half because they just fall apart. I've never seen anything like it. So it's so bad. They, didn't deserve didn't deserve to advance in the playoffs. We both picked San Fran. We knew how bad and how stinky this offense was. And the defense rattled as much as they could. Vic Fangio was putting on a clinic with the defense.
Yeah.
But when the offense just isn't helping, which is Nick Sirianni's side of the ball, not much you can do about it. It is,
but it's not. Because, he's an offensive-minded coach. But I don't think he doesn't call the plays. And he's obviously not a DC, so.
I just don't know what he does apart from just stir shit up on the sideline. All I know is him and AJ Brown were just going at it. And it's just bro, I swear they all hate each other. All I know is AJ Brown, we will not see that man in a Philadelphia Eagles Guernsey ever again.
Yeah.
That guy is going. Bring him back to the Titans. I'm telling you, we'll take care of you. We won't trade you away again. We will take care of you. Cam Ward throws a prettier ball than Jalen Hurts. So,
bro, AJ Brown, he won't be at Philly next year for sure.
Not a chance.
For sure.
For sure. You can bookmark that right now.
He could go back to the Titans. I saw someone that said that he could go to the Patriots.
I could see
a shout. They don't have a one receiver.
It's a lot of just what's the word? I've just gone blank. But between him and Stephon Diggs, I'm like, that's a lot.
Like egos?
Ego. I've just had a full mind blank. It's late. It's like I'm cooking. But yeah, that's a lot of egos on that sideline between. But I don't mind it. I'd love to see, Rabes reconnects with my boy AJ, but we'll see.
No, but it's definitely disappointing as 100%. a Philly fan.
Oh, you'd be flat.
San Francisco, Brock Purdy, Big Dick Brock.
Need a bit of a hats off, a little round of applause for Brock Purdy, Robert Saleh, and Kyle Shanahan.
Kyle Shanahan. I know it's not a regular season award, but if any game should just cement a coach of the year, that is the game. Kyle Shanahan should be coach of the year.
100%. I can't believe this. There are San Fran fans that don't rate him. It's ridiculous.
But it's any franchise. You never rate your own coach.
Bro, what I would do for Kyle Shanahan, I would give up our next 4 first-round picks for Kyle Shanahan.
People might say that about Bevo or something. I don't know, in for the Dogs. I don't know.
No.
Probably not.
Nah.
At the end of the day, he's the 5th most winning coach in the AFL.
Yeah, no, very
current
true.
coaches.
Yeah,
so but Shanahan, he's an offensive genius. He hasn't won a Super Bowl, so that's why. If he had won a Super Bowl, everyone would be praising him.
Literally give everything for that man. And then we topped off the week with a stinker, and it actually cost me quite a bit of money. we did our picks at the start of the week. Literally hit on every handicap. We were just having a beautiful run. And then, bro, Chargers at Patriots comes and absolutely cooks me. Absolutely beats my head in with just, bro, 16-3.
Yep.
16-3. You score 3 points in a playoff game. What is that about?
No, it was 30-6.
Sorry?
Wait, who? Oh, sorry. Chargers, Patriots. Sorry. I was tripping. I was
like, hold on.
I was on the next game. Yeah, 16-3. Yeah, it was not great.
16-3 stinker. Justin Herbert literally looked like he was getting sexually abused out there. Like they were just grabbing him from every single angle. Like anytime he went back, just bam, blokes in his face. I'm like, bro, that's a lot of blokes in your face.
It's tough. It's a weird balance because it's like, yes, his offensive line was just cooked. So he had no time to throw. But then it's also on the other side of the coin. He's had 3 playoff games and they've probably been his three worst career games for his entire career. So like, is it a point of like, does Justin Herbert just not perform in the playoffs? Or is it like, yeah, the defense was cooked. Sorry, the offense was cooked and the offensive line was just really cooked.
I think last year was on him. I think last year was pretty bad from him. But now looking back on it with some hindsight, that Texans defense is freaking elite. So yes, he had a stinker against the Texans last year, but that defense is top tier. That first year against the Jaguars, bro, he got them that lead in the first half. And then Trevor Lawrence just like absolutely turned up. And obviously he didn't do too much. But when you're in that position, it's similar to, what game am I thinking of? Oh, I've just had a blank. But it's similar in a state where it's like, oh, well, they're in like defend mode. And then, the Jaguars were just buzzing and Trevor Lawrence got hot. And then yesterday, I'm like watching it yesterday. I'm like, what could he do? What could he do? Literally, like their best plays were off the craziest shit. He fumbled it and Kamani Vidal picked it up and takes it for a first down. And that's one of their biggest plays.
No, but still, it's like also the other team only scored 16 points. So you just need like 1 or 2 drives.
But like, what's he meant to do? He's literally getting it. No receivers open at all. So they've already fired their offensive coordinator, Greg Roman. They couldn't. Bro, it was ridiculous. I think you and I could have gone out there and played DB and covered these blokes.
But there was receivers open at points. It's not like he still threw for like 200 yards.
Yeah, but when they were, there was like 6 blokes just in his face trying to eat him.
But then also, it's like, well, you are a $50 million quarterback. So it's like, this is the NFL, bro. This is the NFL.
When you're working with that O-line, what are you meant to do?
Okay, but like, he's rated heavily. He's like, most people think he's a top 5 QB. Never won a playoff game. Caleb Williams just won his first playoff game. Trevor Lawrence has won in the playoffs. CJ Stroud has now won a game in the playoffs every year of his career.
Yeah, I respect it.
Now Drake May just won his first career playoff game.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people make a lot of excuses for this guy. And it's like, yes, there's so many injuries. And yes, as a QB, when you do not have an offensive line, that is hell for you, obviously.
Very true. Hey, and yes, CJ Stroud has one, but it also helps when you have a generational defense as well. I wouldn't say CJ Stroud is a game changer with 5 touchdowns and 2 interceptions in 3 games. I don't think that's next level stuff right there.
Okay, what about Justin Herbert? He's fucking horrible in the playoffs.
Yeah, no, well, he hasn't been great, but then also it's like it's a lot of luck as well.
Okay,
well, where would you put Dak Prescott?
Yeah, but he's played better than Justin Herbert in the playoffs.
But what, he's got 2 wins as a playoff career in what,
that's
9 seasons?
2 more than Justin Herbert. Tell you what, luck.
No, even more seasons.
Tell you what's luck. Justin Herbert, in his 3 playoff games, his defense has caused 10 turnovers.
Yeah, that's respect.
And that's 0 wins.
Yeah.
10 turnovers. That's insane.
It's fair.
Anyway. Sorry, fair, I love Herbert. I'm just like
I just think watching the game, I'm just like, what is this guy meant to do?
And
he's getting abused. He's literally getting abused.
We're like, holy shit, this guy looks up and he's getting tackled. So how the hell are you going to...
So I think that, bro, they're missing their best 2 tackles. You put them in, it makes a big difference. Keenan Allen couldn't catch a freaking cold if he was...
Oh, he was so bad.
In near death. It was ridiculous. And, bro, yeah, I don't know. There wasn't much going. The running game wasn't getting going at all. No, and when you don't have a running game getting going, it's hard to get that offense going. So
on the other side, though, the Patriots look damn good. Like, the offense was a bit clunky, and Drake May had his worst career half in that first half. He had like a 34 passer rating.
Yeah, it's bad.
But Yeah, picked it up in the second half, threw for 200 plus yards, 2 tutties. If that's a bad game,
and hey, that's how the Patriots win playoff games in the Belichick era, and now we're seeing in the Vrabel era. That's how they're going to win playoff games. Lean on that defense, the quarterback just does what he needs to do, and that's what happens. And then we finished it off with Texans, which we called just absolutely annihilating the Pittsburgh Steelers. The aged care Steelers. Holy crap! I think Aaron Rodgers probably just got put into retirement. Mike Tomlin just left his job. About freaking time that this starts to hit a refresh, because this is ridiculous.
Oh, bro. You expect Rodgers to 100%. Either retire or they go a different way. He did such a great job getting them to the playoffs. They're probably the worst 10-6 team you'll ever see.
Awful.
Everyone expected them to go bang, bang out.
Yeah.
Or bang out. And now, finally, the Steelers and Mike Tomlin have parted ways.
100%.
Mike Tomlin's, it was basically off his bat.
Yeah, I think he called it. So, hey, respect. Hey, little round of applause for him. 19 straight seasons of winning seasons as well. Hats off to the man. Good job. But, it was about time. Easiest bet of the week. 2.5 on the Texans in Pittsburgh, bro. No, that was always going to be a bloodbath. And that defense is literally generational. Best defense in the league. Like I picked, it's going to lead them to the Super Bowl. So, hey, hats off. But CJ Stroud got to play better, because that was some stinky ball I was watching from him. So he's got to be better.
You know they're not actually rated the highest defense in the league?
Yeah, but they are the best defense in the league.
But they're not.
Yeah, but they are.
They're rated second.
Who's better?
Seahawks.
Oh, yeah. Well, Seahawks, you could probably say are up there, but no, I seriously think. And look, Texans defense might look better as well because of how bad their offense can be. So it's like, oh my God, this defense is flying around and then getting no help. But, bro, they've just got playmakers everywhere. But both teams do. So Seattle and Texans, that's why they're my 2 Super Bowl picks. Two best defenses in the league.
But their offense, bro. You need a good offense to get.
Yeah,
you need to score points.
I think it can happen.
You need to score points. They scored 30, but 14 of them was the defense.
Yeah.
CJ Stroud had 3 turnovers, some really bad fumbles.
Chargers a good defense.
At the end of the day, it was 7-6 in the fourth quarter. It was 7-6.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
In this game. So, it wasn't looking good. And then they got that strip sack for a touchdown, which was clean. Yeah, so, it was completely the defense. And when you come up against a better QB, a.k.a. Drake May, who can scramble, who's way more mobile, I don't know if those turnovers are going to happen. And he takes care of the ball. So, say the Houston defense doesn't score any points, where are these points going to come from? CJ Stroud's going to start balling out.
But I don't know if anyone can take care of the ball against this Texans defense.
Yeah,
I think it's that reliable that I think you can actually lead on it. As long as CJ Stroud obviously needs to play better, but if he can just play complimentary football, I think they can just go all the way.
Well, he might be playing it without his best receiver, Nico Collins.
What's happened?
He got concussed.
Oh shit!
He ate the ground.
How did I miss that?
He got decapitated by the ground.
Poor guy. Yeah, I did miss a lot of that game. I didn't get to watch it.
Yeah, I was at the pub actually. I was watching it. A few frothies.
That's a clean way to watch.
Yeah, there's a few Stone and Woods going down. We're watching the Steelers get absolutely obliterated. But hey, Nico Collins, there's a fat chance he's not there. So if we have a game like that from CJ Stroud with his best receiver.
Hey, no, Christian Kirk stood up though. Or in Stephen A's mind.
Charlie Kirk.
That was so bad. Waking up to that this morning, I'm like, no.
Yeah, that was not great.
That's not bad. I mean, that's not ideal from Stephen A. But yeah, Charlie Kirk had a game and a half.
But anyway, the biggest winner though out of this weekend is NFL football. And if you're not watching, please tune in.
100%.
Please. Because it is just great games.
Literally just absolutely elite stuff. It is just... Oh, the content's never been better.
Oh, busted.
And everyone was concerned about how these playoffs would be without a Mahomes in there. But it's actually better.
It's clean.
It's better.
That's not better.
No. Just in terms of the quarterback play, it's just been orgasmic so far. And no one's on a hate watch. There's no negativity right now, which is nice.
There's always going to be negativity.
Yeah, but it just seems like NFL fans, not us. We love Mahomes. But I'm telling you, there's a nice thing going around with the NFL right now. It's in a good state. But should we preview the games for the divisional rounds coming up?
Divisional rounds.
Right. So obviously touch on our over-unders again, our handicaps again.
Yep, let's do it.
Okay, so first game of the round is on Sunday. Bills at Broncos.
Bills at Broncos.
Bills favored at -0.5 a point. What are you taking, plus or
So the 6 seed Bills are favored at the at Denver. Denver, the number 1 seed, solid team. Broncos have the 3rd best defense in the league.
Has dropped off.
As opposed, though, to the Bills' 4th best offense. Ooh. So, Broncos, we know they're one of the best pass rushers in the league. However, Josh Allen, He can overcome that.
Josh Allen, bro, just flops that shit out. He's like, where are you going to get me from?
Where are you going to get me from? I'm going to go left. I'm going to go right. I'm going to go in the middle.
It's like, what?
Oh, yeah, by the way, if I lose, I still got Haley Steinfeld on the sidelines just watching me.
Crazy. No wonder he's balling out, bro. Seriously. Like,
how can you be mad ever? How can you ever? I was thinking about Justin Herbert like that.
But that's where I was disappointed with Herbert because obviously he doesn't have that dog in him.
Yeah, no.
Because I'm like, bro, if you got Madison Beer sitting there, there's no way you can just be going out there and dropping a 3 stinker. No. Like that's ridiculous. But geez, he was getting beat up though. But hey, that's just the difference. Josh Allen's built for the moment.
Josh Allen's built for the moment for sure, bro. So
what are you taking? Minus half a point or plus half a point for the Broncos?
I'm taking, like, the Bills are my Super Bowl pick, so I'm taking the Bills minus 0.5. I think their pass defense, they have a pretty good pass defense, so they need to
McDermott did well in the wildcard round, I thought, defensively.
They potentially need to force some turnovers with Bo Nix, but bro, Tre'Davious White for the Bills turned back the clock in that wildcard game. He was just insane. He needs to continue that dominant kind of performance if the Bills want to progress, but yeah, if the Broncos get their run game going, because the Bills, their run defense isn't great.
Yeah, no.
So that will be tough. But no, Bills minus 0.5. So basically head-to-head Bills.
Yep.
I'm taking, Buffalo.
I'm taking the Bills as well. Minus half a point. 100% all day.
So
just FYI, I did do my picks before Ben again, but because I'm such a kind soul, I'm letting him pick before me because I'm a good bloke like that, okay? Yeah?
Good bloke.
Yeah?
Good bloke.
Next game, San Fran at Seattle. The line is set at 7.5, favoring Seattle at home. What are you thinking about that? Remember, at Philly, San Fran plus 5.5, and we took that, and they took that. So what are you thinking?
Points. So they split the season series one apiece. They played in week 1, and then they played in week 18. So 2 different teams by the time between those games. Seattle, if they get their running game going, San Fran are cooked. Also, a big thing like that, actually, you'd say is the detriment of Seattle, but it's not because they win. But like, you need to force turnovers for Sam Darnold, and he does throw picks.
Yeah.
So you need a shorter field if you're San Fran, for sure.
Yeah.
However, they have such a shit pass rush, as we've said, so that's going to be difficult. You just need him to fucking throw it to you.
Yeah.
No George Kittle, that's cooked them. That's going to be tough. They are playing with house money, San Fran, so they've already exceeded expectations as far as I'm concerned. Like they wouldn't, Kyle Shanahan wouldn't be saying that.
No.
But they are definitely playing with house money.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully Ricky Pearsall comes back, and we just we need an elite game from Brock Purdy, and we need CMC to put the team on his back in the receiving game and the rush game. All that being said, I am taking San Fran plus 7.5.
Yeah.
But I'm not picking them to win. I'm picking Seattle. So, but it'll be less than 7.5.
Right, this one has actually just like rattled me because 7.5 is so many points. But then we did see in week 18, Seattle just flex their muscles. But then that does make me nervous because Robert Saleh is coming off a short time of understanding this offense and where it's at. And same with Kyle. Like, that guy's a genius. He figures shit out. So it is a quick turnaround, which I think actually favors Seattle in that sense. And Seattle coming off a bye. You never know.
Wait, the turnaround
favors San Fran. Did I say Seattle?
Yep.
Sorry, favors San Fran. And coming off a bye, you never know with these teams.
I know. It
could be a slow start, could just be a few things. NFL, man, it's one game. Shit can go crazy.
Rest.
But I do think there is just a major mismatch with these rosters.
Yeah,
I don't think there's a massive coaching mismatch because I think Mike McDonald is a genius. Kyle Shanahan is a genius. Robert Saleh is a defensive genius. Clint Kubiak is a hell of an offensive coach. I think he's a high quality coach. So it's going to be interesting. My gut, I think I'm taking Seahawks minus 7.5.
Okay.
It was a bloodbath. I struggle to see this offense being able to move the ball on this defense. And then this defense being able to stop Sam Darnold, JSN, Ken Walker, Charbonnet, Rashid Shaheed. Like, there's so many weapons. The O-line's holding up. Like, I don't know. And they had their week. I can't see San Fran going any further. I don't feel good about it, but I think I'm taking Seahawks minus 7.5.
Well, the difference in profile is San Fran, 10th in offense, 13th in defense.
Yep.
Seattle, 3rd in offense, 1st in defense.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
They have the best profile in football,
100%.
So we fully expect them to move on.
Oh, yeah. Next game, Texans at Patriots. 3.5 is the line favoring the Patriots at home. What are your thoughts?
I think this is going to be so low scoring.
Mm-hmm.
The Nico Collins is a big one for me because it will be low scoring, but at the end of the day, they need to get some points on the board. Texans. So I have much more faith in the second best offense in the league in the Patriots, and they're fourth in defense, while the Texans are second in defense and only 13th in offense. CJ Stroud does not instill me with confidence at all. Drake May does. So I feel like it's going to be low scoring. So whatever the over-under is, take the under, I think. But I have more faith in Drake May scoring maybe just one or two more drives more, even if that's not just touchdowns. It's just getting some points on the board. So I will take Texans plus 3.5. So I think it's going to be within a field goal.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It'll be within a field goal, but the Patriots are winning.
Yeah. Well, I'm taking Texans plus 3.5, and Texans are my Super Bowl pick. So I'm taking them to win. Drake May, I love Drake May, but this Patriots offense has not seen a defense like the Texans yet. Like, I think they versed maybe 3 teams above 500 all year. They have not seen a team like this Texans team, and I think they're going to be pretty rattled. I think they're going to be rattled early.
It's just like, where's the points going to come from?
Bro, I have trust in this defense. I've got trust in CJ Stroud to turn it around. I think we're underestimating as well. That's a heck of a defense the Chargers are running out as well. Jesse Minter is an elite defensive mind and will be a head coach at the end of this year. But
the Chargers, the Chargers.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The Patriots.
Sorry. Yeah, no, I'm freaking tweaking.
You're talking about the Steelers?
The Steelers. Yeah, I'm absolutely tweaking right now.
Steelers were like 19th in defense.
Yeah, but you're going up against Mike Tomlin at home.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I had a full brain fade there. You're going up against Mike Tomlin at home, and then, bro, you get rattled. It's a first playoff game. Shit happens. I've got trust in this Texans team to cover. 3.5 is a lot of points against the Texans. Got them covering and winning in New England, taking charge, moving on to the championship.
I originally had Texans winning that in my bracket, but I've changed my mind. Just the Nico Collins injury, CJ Stroud looking wobbly. The defense can only do so much. What do we need? We need a top 5 offense and a top 15 defense, or a top 10 in both. And the Patriots have that, and the Texans do not.
I know, but the Patriots have that against likes of the Tennessee Titans and the New York Jets and the Las Vegas Raiders.
They got a dub against the Chargers.
Yeah, half the Chargers.
Oh, well. All right, moving on.
Last game of the round, Rams at Bears. Hopefully game of the week.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this
one. Line set at 3.5 as well, favouring the Rams in Chicago. What are your thoughts on that?
Like we said, the Rams just aren't quite clicking as they were. They're only 4-3 in their last 7 games, including loss to the Falcons.
Yeah.
And almost losing to the Panthers. So they're playing out of character. They had a lot of penalties against the Panthers. They had 9 penalties, which is bizarre. They're the least penalised team in the league in the regular season.
Yep.
Stafford was rough, but then, fourth quarter, we saw he was 12 of 15 passing in the fourth quarter, 143 yards and 2 tutties.
Ridiculous.
So that's amazing. But then it's also you need to do that against the Panthers. So you're playing a better Bears team.
Not a worse defense.
Yeah, so worse defense. So the 23rd ranked defense in the league, which is the lowest out of the remaining playoff teams. So, and they're just a top 10 offense.
They stood up though when they needed. That second half, bro. Hats off to them. Dennis Allen had that defense ready to go in that second half because they were getting annihilated. I think they went 3 straight 3-and-outs to start the second half. It was awesome. It was great to see, and that was making turnovers happen.
Bro, before that last drive, Philly had 1 first down or something in the second half, which is insane.
Green Bay. We're both on fire tonight.
Yeah. The Rams, I think just their offense will be too much for the Bears to handle, honestly. Yeah. I think this is just such a fairy tale story with the Bears. And my heart, I hope that the Bears win.
Same.
I want to see this Caleb Williams, Ben Johnson storyline continue. Ben Johnson has that dog in him. Imagine him beating Matt LaFleur and then Sean McVay. I'd love to see that handshake.
That would be elite. Yeah, that'd be so tough. Holy shit. Hey, quick, we haven't shouted him out. Quick love to Colston Loveland. Put on a generational game for the Bears. Holy crap. So hats off to that man. Just wanted to chuck that out.
He was crazy.
He was him.
Seemed like he was the only receiver out there for
DJ Moore was just napping all day. It was ridiculous. What are you taking?
I'm taking, as much as I want the Bears to win, I'm taking the Rams to beat the Bears in Chicago. Rams minus 3.5.
Ooh, okay. I'm torn here. I think I'm taking Bears plus 3.5. I do have the Rams to win though, but I think they're going to keep it close. I think in Chicago, crazy things can happen. I think, and I think it could be a similar thing that we saw in the Panthers game. Could be kind of last drive magician stuff from Stafford, gets him over the line. And I'm not gonna lie, there's a few concerns. Obviously, that secondary with the Rams, bro, their special teams have been stinkers all year.
Dookie ass,
they fired their special teams coordinator, and the new one came in, and they still somehow stuffed it up. And so I think there's a few concerns. I still have trust that McVay and Stafford will get over the hump, but I think it's gonna be nice and close. So I'm taking Bears plus 3.5 in Chicago.
Bears plus 3.5.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Wait, but who's winning?
I think Rams are winning still.
Okay,
I think it'll be a field goal. 3.5. I just don't like it. If the line was set at 3, then maybe 3.5.
That's why they do it.
3.5 scares me a lot.
It's a bookie number.
It is a bookie number.
Alrighty. So
your quarterback rankings?
Yes, my quarterback rankings. So I am ranking the 8 remaining QBs in the playoffs.
Sorry.
Okay, 8 to 1. I'm going to go from 8 to 1, as I said.
Mm-hmm.
So number 8, I have got CJ Stroud. Yes, he has already won 3 playoff games in his career, but for this season, man, ain't looking too great. He's had injuries. That game against the Steelers, a lot of turnovers, was not moving the ball well, and now he's out without his best receiver, Nico Collins. I have him at 8.
Mm-hmm.
Number 7, I've got Bo Nix. Yeah, Bowie. So it's kind of hard because we haven't actually seen him play this year in the playoffs yet. He had a pretty solid season. Obviously led his team to the number 1 seed in the AFC. However, he doesn't quite instill me with the same confidence as these other 6 quarterbacks do. But I'm keen to see how he goes in the playoffs. I'm keen to see how he matches up against Josh Allen. So
going to be a battle.
Number 6, I got Caleb Williams. So I don't know if that's controversial having him over Bo Nix and CJ Stroud, but look, he went only 50% passing the other day. However, his second half was crazy. His big plays was insane. He's got like this big play potential that no one has. These intangibles, the athleticism, the big arm, and him and Ben Johnson or something like he got the coach that he needed.
Yeah, perfect coach for him.
He got the coach that he needed. 100%. So I've got him at 6. Number 5, got Sam Darnold.
Yes, sir.
Leader of the Seattle Seahawks. What a man. Reinvented himself. And led his team to a 1 seed in the NFC. So
yes, sir.
It's funny because I'm going to be going for San Francisco this weekend. However, I would love to see Sam Darnold
get a playoff dub, man.
Get a playoff dub and continue and hopefully make a Super Bowl.
Yes, sir.
Because whoever wins out of Seattle and San Fran, that's who I'll be going for in the NFC.
Yes, sir.
Number 4, my man Brock Purdy. This guy, you can basically put him down for an interception a week, a dumb interception a week, and it just happens. However, this guy, he has 5 playoff wins in his career, 4 of them from game-winning drives, which is orgasmic.
Yeah.
So this guy has had a lot of critics in his time. Mr. Irrelevant is him, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Big Dick Brock, number 4. Number 3, I got Drake May. Drake May, that dude is just crazy. He's cracked. And he didn't have his great game in his first career playoff game, but had a good second half. Led Patriots to a win over the Chargers. Obviously, the defense was probably the main thing, but Drake May, he was my MVP pick this season. We'll see who wins it, but this guy is him, and he's a top 3 remaining quarterback in the league. Number 2, Matt Stafford. Yeah. Not really playing his best football right now, but did enough to get over the line for the Panthers. He broke the Panthers hard in that last drive.
Yes, sir.
And I expect him to do the same this weekend to the Bears. But that guy, top 2 remaining QB. And number 1, no surprise, my man, I'm wearing his jersey right now, Josh Allen. This dude is the best player remaining, best quarterback remaining, and the best player in the league.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
All day.
He is one of the most talented players in the history of football.
Yeah.
And I've heard a lot of people say that. John Middlecoff said that.
Oh, John.
He said he's probably the most talented quarterback he's ever seen in his life.
Bro, he just does stuff on the field that makes you just question yourself as a man. Because you're like, what am I doing sitting here while he's out there juking 6'6", 250-pound men and just making it look like a breeze? And I'm sitting here struggling to get off the couch.
Sitting here struggling to jork.
Bro, I can't even jork it without thinking about Josh Allen. I'm like, what is this? He's so stilled in my head right now. I don't know if it's love or hate or jealousy.
Can't be hate. Can't be jealousy.
It might be a bit of jealousy.
Coming from a place of love.
Oh, it's coming from a place of love, but there could be a bit of jealousy.
Yeah, it could be a bit of jealousy.
He's 6'6", man. 6'6", best player in the league, making millions of dollars. And he's a good guy.
And he's dating Haley Steinfeld. Oh, he's engaged to Haley Steinfeld. She's pregnant with his kid. We're gonna have a little
Josh Allen running around.
Little Josh Allen Jr.
Bro,
Or Josh Jr.
you're going to run the league. That might be the best looking kid we've ever seen.
Yeah. Good looking couple.
Good looking rooster. That better be a guy.
Yeah,
Or
facts.
else there's going to be some narky NFL fans.
Bro, honestly.
Got a little Troy Bolton situation going on.
Hey, what if it is a girl? She could turn up.
100%, but like
Little Joan Allen.
Little Joan Allen, Haley Allen Jr.
Nah, it'll be a Joan Allen.
Joan Allen.
Do you reckon Josh Allen will take Haley Steinfeld's name?
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Imagine he rocks up next year.
Josh Steinfeld.
Josh Steinfeld on the back. That would be disappointing.
Or hyphens, Josh Allen Steinfeld.
Josh Allen Steinfeld.
Or Haley Steinfeld Allen.
Haley Allen.
Haley Allen.
I don't mind it.
Haley Allen.
Haley Allen. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. That's my list.
Class.
Sorry,
you got off topic there. Quality list. I actually like it. I really like it. I've actually no notes.
No notes. Yeah, that's a perfect list.
I'd take CJ over actually Bo Nix. Yeah. I'd take CJ over Bo Nix. Bo Nix stinky, bro.
Yeah, just let his team to the number 1 seed in the AFC. Must be pretty shit at football.
Yeah, if I had that defense, I'd do the same. And, Sean Payton is my coach.
Isn't Texans defense better than Broncos?
Did we see half their games? Did we watch half those Denver games? That was the worst stuff I've ever watched in my life. But hey, Bo Nix can turn up. So I guess we'll see after this week. Might be in my words. But move on to our coaching rankings of the remaining coaches in the playoffs, all right?
Yep.
Could be a bit controversial because I have to take into playoff success here as well.
Okay.
And coaches that have rocked up and shown that they can win, all right? But then there's a big mark between, I think, number 8 and the rest of the list, all right?
Yep.
At number 8, I've got Sean McDermott. I still think he's a pretty good coach, but I also think that he's still on the hot seat today. If they lose this week, there could be questions asked because it does look like a lot of their success comes off the back of Josh Allen. And for a defensive-minded coach, he hasn't dealt Josh Allen the greatest defenses running around. Got him at 8, but he put on a clinic in that wildcard round, so hats off. At 7 could be very controversial, but I've got Ben Johnson at 7.
Damn.
And this is nothing on Ben Johnson. This is a full just hats off to the coaches that are above him because I think there are 7 elite coaches left in the playoffs. And yeah, for his first playoff game, I don't think he called a great game. And when you're in a situation where, Caleb Williams has to throw, 48 times? That is not in their game plan. They want to run the ball, and I just thought there were certain moments where it wasn't a great game plan from Ben Johnson. And then obviously they had the comeback, which is elite, and you could put that into coaching or gameplay or players, and hats off to him. The bloke is going to be one of the best coaches in the league, but right now I've got him ranked 7th among these ones left. At 6, I've got D'Amico Ryans. 3 seasons as a head coach, 3 straight playoff trips, and 3 wins. And his defense has been humming throughout that whole time. He took over this Texans team as an absolute joke. Lovie Smith just left him and they were a piss take. He's come in and turned them around and they are the best defense in the league. Bro, D'Amico Ryans is a heck of a coach and probably deserves more respect. Got him at 6. At 5, I'm not the biggest fan of him, but I've got Sean Payton at 5. He's also turned this Broncos team around. Nat Hackett left this team an absolute joke. He comes in, flips them around, taking Bo Nix under his wing. The defense is humming and the offense does just enough. I think he's shown time and time again that this guy's a high quality coach. He's won a Super Bowl and he's reinvented this Broncos team. I've got him at 5. However, at 4, bro, I've got my man Mike Vrabel. The guy, wherever he goes, he turns things around. Came to the Titans as an absolute joke and turns us around, gets us multiple playoff wins and playoff performances, and also a 1 seed in the AFC. And we fired him because we're freaking dumb. And then he goes to the Patriots, takes a team that's picking number 3, and flips them all the way to one of the best teams in the AFC. The guy's ridiculous. And wins a playoff game, absolutely flexed his muscles on one of the best coaches in the world in Jim Harbaugh and took charge. I've got Vrabel at 4. At 3, I know the success isn't there. And I know he hasn't, this is going to be the first time I've seen him in the playoffs. And it could all change. But I've got my guy, Mike McDonald. He's a defensive genius. I am so high on him as a coach. I think he coaches like he's been a head coach for the last 20 years. I think he's the most cool, calm, and collected bloke going around right now. He's got the Seattle team humming, the best defense in the league, absolutely buzzing. I can't wait to see them in their first action, taking on a Kyle Shanahan-led offense. I think he's about to put on a masterclass. Got him at 3. And at 2, these guys are just, this is S tier of coaches in my eyes. At 2, I've got Kyle Shanahan. What he did on the weekend's ridiculous. What he does every season is ridiculous. What he did this year earned him the chance of winning Coach of the Year, and he's running out just absolute bums on that offense, and he's making it work. And taking down Philly in Philly is a special feat. So hats off to him. Got him at 2. But number 1, I don't care that the game didn't really go to plan in week 1. But Sean McVay, man, he's the best coach in football. I think you grab all 32 GMs and you ask them, which coach do you want? Every single one of them takes Sean McVay. And without skipping a beat.
Nah, Chiefs don't. Andy Reid, bro, for sure.
Yeah, well, if you're going like, who do you want for the next 20 years?
Well, it wasn't the question.
Probably Sean McVay.
That wasn't the question.
No, I seriously nearly think, maybe not the Chiefs, every other team. Bro, Sean McVay. Give me Sean McVay because this guy's the best coach in football.
Bears wouldn't. Patriots wouldn't.
Yes, they would.
Why would you give up Mike Vrabel?
No, but you would. If you just got to clean pick and be like, all right, which coach do I want? Every single GM is taking Sean McVay.
No, like it's just dependent on each team.
Bro, every team could use a Sean McVay.
Yeah, okay. But
the guy
also
is a
any
genius.
team could use Mike Vrabel.
Yeah, but
Mike Vrabel, the Patriots would be like, no, I'm keeping Mike Vrabel. And the Bears would be like, no, I'm keeping Ben Johnson.
If you just clean slate and we do a draft like you would with players, okay? No one's got anyone. And you are picking.
Yeah, well, that's a different story. Maybe,
no, it's not, because that's what I'm saying.
No, but also, they wouldn't pick him over their current coach.
God, bro. Every team would take Sean McVay over their coach.
Not Andy Reid. Chiefs wouldn't
apart
pick
from
him
the
over
Chiefs.
Andy Reid.
Apart from the Chiefs.
Nick Sirianni.
Sean McVay is the best coach in the playoffs right now, and he's probably the best coach in football.
Do you reckon the Houston Texans, this defensive identity team, would pick a Sean McVay over D'Amico Ryans?
Look, when you look at like the fit, obviously there'd be questions asked, but if you're just doing a draft and you're like, okay, we have the first round, no one has a coach right now, pick who you want to build your team up. Who do you want? I'm taking Sean McVay. Every team is taking Sean McVay.
So you reckon no one would pick Kyle Shanahan?
I think, no, Sean McVay.
How is that such a clear thing?
What do you mean, bro? Sean McVay has come in and turned. Do you know how bad the Rams were when he took over?
Yeah, Sanford were pretty bad when he took over.
Bro, yeah, but Jim Harbaugh literally took that team to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, but then he got fired, and then there was a few years, and they were like 13 and 40.
This is nothing against Kyle Shanahan. He's a genius as well, but he's also had years. He's gone playoffs, missed playoffs. Literally, bro, Sean McVay took over Jared Goff after his first rookie season, and they literally labeled that man a bust. A couple of seasons later, he's in a Super Bowl. And then a couple of seasons after that, he trades for Matt Stafford and then wins him a Super Bowl. The bloke is a god. He's been to 2 Super Bowls. He has transformed this Rams team. They are elite every year, even with their defense. What? Literally one of the cheapest defenses in the league. It's elite. Their offense. Bro, the stuff he draws up is just ridiculous. And he makes blokes like, look, Puka Nacua, what, a 4th, 5th round receiver? He's one of the best receivers in the league.
Okay, so in saying all this, why don't you have the Rams going to the Super Bowl then?
Because I just think Seattle's roster is 10 times better.
But then also, do you think Seattle would pick Mike McDonald again?
No, well, I'm talking about if you do a clean thing and it's just like there's a draft. You're overthinking this.
No, but I'm just saying.
You are overthinking this. If anyone could take Sean McVay, they would. He's the best coach in football. You just clean slate everyone's coach.
I don't think it's this clear thing that he's the number one coach. I think there's so many good coaches that it's...
I think, no, he's the best coach.
Like, a lot of people would say Kyle Shanahan's best coach. A lot of people would say Andy Reid.
No, Sean McVay is the best coach in football. That's an easy pick.
No, it's not.
That's an easy pick.
It's not.
He's the best coach in football.
No, silly. Like, he could be.
Look, Andy Reid probably is as well, but then I think this year, obviously, a big struggle, and then age is getting to him, so I think he's going to be pretty cooked soon. Bro, Sean McVay is the best coach in football.
Okay.
Not even a hesitation on that. All right. And when I'm about to do my coaching carousel, every single one of these teams will take Sean McVay in a jiff. All right.
He's 92 and 57 in his career, Sean McVay, 9 and 5 in the playoffs.
That's pretty impressive.
Let's go Kyle Shanahan.
I'm telling you, it's not even going to be close to what Sean McVay is.
82 and 67 in the regular season, and 9 and 4 in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a better playoff record.
What? Because Sean McVay's played one more game. If Kyle Shanahan
lost one more game,
Sean McVay's 9 and 5. Kyle Shanahan 9 and 4. Kyle loses this week 9 and 5. Sean wins this week 10 and 5.
We'll see.
I'm telling you, you look back at the rosters, I'm telling you, Kyle Shanahan has had a lot more to do, has had a lot stronger roster than what Sean McVay's.
The Rams have had some crazy rosters.
Yeah, but bro, I'm telling you, All I'm saying is, hey, this is not me hating on Kyle Shanahan. I had him at number 2.
It's just you,
that
like,
guy
severely glazing Sean McVay. Saying
because he's the best coach in football.
Out best coach in football, and
that's not even glazing. That's just true. That's just true.
I think it's like he could be, but there's just so many good coaches, and it's like some really good defensive coaches who probably deserves their flowers.
There are, but then you're also just talking about a leader of men as well. But Sean McVay has shown that he is the...
Okay, there's so many of those. Look at Vrabel. He's a leader of men.
Yeah, but then he doesn't have the offensive mind that a freaking Sean McVay does.
Sean McVay doesn't have the defensive mind like D'Amico
Sean
Ryans.
McVay just has the football mind.
But not the defensive mind like D'Amico Ryans.
If Sean McVay was just like, hey, can you go be our DC? Watch that guy go be an elite defensive coordinator.
Okay, whatever. Now you're just full glazing. Now you're just all right, I'm bending over. You can just fuck me, Sean McVay.
Yeah, bro. Okay.
You're actually
the guy's
crazy.
a god. I would give up 10 first-round picks for Sean McVay.
You're making me want the Rams just to lose, just so you look like an idiot right now.
No, you're being silly by underrating how good Sean McVay is.
I'm not underrating. I'm just saying not every team would be like, oh yeah, give me Sean McVay.
No, all I'm saying is if there was a draft and no team had a coach, Sean McVay is taken first every single time.
By 32 teams.
By 32 teams.
No, that's just bullshit.
No, it's not.
That is absolute bullshit.
We're getting off topic, but it's not bullshit.
So you think if there was a vote for who the best coach is in the league, 100% of the votes will be for Sean McVay.
Hey,
there will be
never know.
There will be not one team that says it's someone else.
No, because doing a vote and then doing a draft is completely different because those coaches are on their team.
Oh, okay.
You do a draft and you refresh every team and they're like, okay, you get to pick your coach. Who are you taking?
Every
Sean
single
McVay.
one.
Every single team is taking Sean McVay.
You're saying Pittsburgh, Green Bay,
yes,
all these teams are picking Sean McVay.
Yes.
These defensive coaches.
Yes.
Houston Texans.
Yes.
So you're saying Houston Texans. Okay, D'Amico.
They don't have D'Amico. They don't have D'Amico in this situation. Everyone is clean slate. They're picking a coach. Sean McVay is taken.
It's just... But
plus you add in, he's like 40?
Okay, there's a bunch of these young coaches. You're saying 32 teams. That's so stupid.
No, it's not.
That's so stupid.
No, it's not.
It is.
Sean McVay's the best coach in football.
Okay, if he is, that doesn't mean every team would pick him in a reset.
Okay, fine. If they don't, then they're fucking retarded.
I'm retarded for picking Cole Shanahan. I'm retarded for picking Mike McDonald. I'm retarded for picking Mike Vrabel, who's just transformed two franchises.
If Sean McVay is there, then yes, you are.
Andy Reid, 3-time Super Bowl winner. I'm retarded.
He's 78.
Yeah, but he could win the Chiefs and Super Bowl.
It's like bringing in Pete Carroll.
Oh, so you wouldn't want Andy Reid?
Not right now.
They could win the Super Bowl next year.
But, bro, obviously Andy Reid is one of the best coaches of all time.
5 Super Bowls,
but I wouldn't want him right now. If I could have Sean McVay, what are we doing here?
I'm just saying, you are glazing Sean McVay.
No, it's not even glazed because he's that good. You're underrating how good Sean McVay is. The guy is the best coach in football. And I'm not having this argument ever again because he is the best coach in football.
Yeah, but that's fine. But it's just like, it's
You're making me want him to go win the Super Bowl this year. And I don't even like the Rams.
Now I want the Rams to lose this weekend.
Yeah, well, they're about to go... You know what?
I'm changing my pick.
No,
I'm
changing my pick. I'm taking Rams minus 3.5 because they're about to put a bloodbath.
They're going to fucking
I'm taking Rams minus 3.5.
Do you know what? Bears are going to win because it's just out coaching. It's just out coaching. Ben Johnson is just so much better of a coach.
Yeah, now you're just being dumb. Now you're just being dumb. And this coaching carousel that I've got here, every single team would take Sean McVay in a heartbeat.
Let's hear this coaching carousel.
And pay him $100 million over 1 year. All right? Coaching carousel. Look, haven't looked too much into it.
Look, haven't really done.
But I've linked a few of them here, and I think there's some good picks. The coaching carousel has improved over the last few days than what it was looking like halfway through the year and kind of the back end of the year.
Yep. So you're basically just giving,
just going team by team, giving what I would recommend them to hire. And obviously I'm not a GM, so take this with a grain of salt. All right. But starting off for the Raiders. I think they need a fresh start. They need to go younger. They need to just full invest in this Fernando Mendoza pick and have trust that they can just build up this young team. That's why I've actually got 2 coaches here, and I've got the same for the Titans. The Raiders, I think they either go with Jesse Minter, a genius defensive mind, or, laugh at me all you can, Mike McDaniels. I still think he's a high-quality coach. He showed that at the back end of the year with Dolphins. He's been to the playoffs multiple times, and now if he gets a high-quality quarterback, I think this guy is still an offensive genius. And if they go younger coach, I think that's perfect for him. I didn't like the Pete Carroll hire originally. I think they go younger and invest in either they want to go with a defensive genius and get a good OC, or go with Mike McDaniels and try and get a good DC.
So what about Robert Saleh?
Well, I've got Robert Saleh down the list.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay. Actually, I'll go on to Robert Saleh now. The Baltimore Ravens. I think Robert Saleh is a great pick for the Baltimore Ravens.
I like it.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I think every game the Jets played this year, showed that Robert Saleh definitely was not the issue for the Jets.
Yeah, no.
Okay. And this guy, what he's doing with this banged up San Fran team is ridiculous. Baltimore Ravens defense dropped off a heavy amount this year. Yes, they had a few injuries and stuff, but I think Robert Saleh, he's shown injuries don't matter. I think he's a good leader of men as well. I'd love to see him get another shot. We'd love to see this connection between him and Lamar. Let Lamar do a bit more of his thing. Let him and the OC just mingle. And I think Robert Saleh with this Ravens team could be pretty lethal. And watch out, the North, so open. I can't believe the only coach that's kept his job is Zach Taylor in the North. How has that happened?
Because they don't want to fire a coach and pay multiple people doing the job because they're cheap organisation.
Cheap organisation. But there we are. Robert Saleh to the Ravens. The Giants, I think, get John Harbaugh. I think it happens. I think it is I think it's the best job for him. I think they've got a defense that could really be elite. They've got probably the best front four going around in football. Like, it's literally elite. And they have another high draft pick this year. Plus, they've got Jackson Dart at quarterback, Malik Neighbors, Wan'Dale Robinson, Cam Scatterbull.
Do you think it's weird, though, pairing such an old coach with a young quarterback?
No, I think this is perfect. Okay. I literally think this is perfect.
Okay.
And I think John wants to coach for a high quality team, like a high franchise, a big market.
He's a defensive coach. And
he's a special teams coach.
He's a special teams coach?
Yeah. So he's
not a special team. He's a coach. Yeah. He's a coach.
But he's just a leader of men. He's similar, he's just like a Dan Campbell a bit, like a Jim Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh was a quarterback, but he definitely takes more care of the defense. Like, I just think these guys, just wherever they go, they're going to win. And I think John Harbaugh could turn this. I do not want to see the Giants go for a coordinator again. I'm sick of it.
I would love
it's good for you guys, 100%.
I don't want John Harbaugh in my division.
I think that is the last thing they should do. Like a Jesse Minter, literally a Clint Kubiak, Jeff Hafley. Don't do that. Go get John Harbaugh, which I think they want. And I think John Harbaugh will be interested in them.
Yep.
The Cardinals, another defensive mind, but I've gone Brian Flores.
Okay.
I think, bro, put Brian Flores in that division. Now you got Mike McDonald, Kyle Shanahan, and Sean McVay. Brian Flores has arguably made the Vikings one of the best defenses in the league. With the personnel he's running out and the things he's doing is ridiculous. We saw last year, Brock Purdy was rattled by what Brian Flores was doing. And then this year, they've still been elite, but just haven't had the offense to complement them. He will get a head coaching job.
And doesn't have a great track record as a head coach, especially apparently the way he treats offensive players.
100%. Hey, but I think that's a learning curve.
You've got a fragile Marvin Harrison on that side of the ball who needs to be nurtured, who needs to be encouraged by his head coach. And this guy,
I think that's a learning curve.
He seems like the guy.
I fully expect that he has learned from that situation and he is bought in. He's been to DC. It looks like Vikings absolutely love him. And Viking fans, some of the dumbest things I've seen is Vikings fans saying we should keep him and get rid of Kevin O'Connell.
Yeah,
if they did that, that'd probably be the dumbest thing ever.
But what quarterback are they going to be running out next year?
Well, that's the thing. They'll probably draft a quarterback or just run out with Jacoby Brissett again.
Yeah, I don't think that's a situation I want to be a part of, honestly.
Oh, well, division, I probably wouldn't want to go to the Cardinals, but I think if the Cardinals could get Brian Flores, they would be over the moon about that.
You're in the best division in football and you don't have a quarterback? Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, probably not. But moving on to my Titans, I've got Jesse Minter and Mike McDaniels as well. So same with the Raiders. I think either one of those I would be very happy with.
So
obviously, John Harbaugh, I don't think John Harbaugh is a realistic chance. I think he's a lock at the Giants. But I would love Jesse Minter, get our defense back on track as long as we can bring in a good offensive mind. And then, hey, if not, Mike McDaniels, man, I like him. I think he's a good coach. And if we can get a good defensive mind with him, then I think it works. I like that for the Titans.
Okay.
I'll rush through a couple of these. Atlanta, I think Kevin Stefanski. I think they've got a really good high potential offense that they can get. And I think Stefanski is a smart guy. I think he just needs a bit of stability. Too much shit going on at Cleveland for you to deal with. If he can get a bit of stability in Atlanta, Matt Ryan's running the show now.
Stable owner.
Yeah, 100%. They've got a high quality defense.
Great offensive weapons.
A lot of talent on the offensive end. I think he could maximize that. The Browns, I really don't know. I put Clint Kubiak here, the OC for the Seattle. I guess we'll see. I don't know what the Browns can do. I think they're just a shit show. I don't know. I don't think they've got their answer at quarterback either. I do expect they will draft a quarterback next draft class unless Shador goes crazy, but neither of them showed much at all. The Dolphins, I think, go with Jeff Hafley, DC, out of Green Bay. I think, give it another shot. The offensive stuff didn't work. They need a change of culture, obviously, because it seems like it's pretty weak-minded over there. They need a change, which defensive-minded coaches can do. We'd be keen for that. And to finish it off, the Steelers. Mike Tomlin gone. Bring in a Pittsburgh man himself, Mike McCarthy, has always dreamed of coaching the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I think they need to go a different way. Bring in an offensive mind, change some stuff around, move away from this stuff that you've been doing for so many years and just see what happens.
I like that.
I think he would die to coach the Steelers, and I think that is a high chance. So there we are. That is my coaching carousel. Look, I'll probably go 0 out of all of them. Who knows? But
it's hard to tell.
I guess we'll see.
So Mike Tomlin, no, you don't think he's going to coach again?
I think he'll go into TV for a bit. And then he might take a year off and then come back, but we'll see. Because then the asking price will be crazy for him. I think if he takes a year off,
it'll go down a little bit, yeah, potentially.
So we'll see. But there it is.
Love your work. That's some good picks. I hope Titans get Mike McDaniel. I'd love to see him on the Titans.
I would really like that.
I'd also like to see him just do a coordinator job. Imagine he's the OC of Detroit.
Well, bro, I think if Detroit get Mike McDaniels, that division might be over again. Yeah. Because that would be elite. That's what they're missing. If they can score him, that's where I'd be happy. Like if we got like Jesse Minter as a head coach and Mike McDaniels as an OC.
Yep.
Oh my God, I'd be flying. But we'll see. We'll see. But there we are. Is that us done?
That's us done. That's Football Wednesday wrapped up. If you're listening on Spotify, hit that follow button. It pushes the pod out to more football fans, which we love.
Football. Chuck your predictions in the comments or the Spotify Q&A, upsets, bold calls, whatever you got. We'd love to hear from you guys.
And as I said, follow us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts for daily NFL and AFL clips. Appreciate you, Dribblers. We'll see you next Wednesday, and that will be a review of the divisional game and previewing the conference games. So we're super excited. If you haven't listened to our NBA episode, tune into that. That dropped on Monday. As always, thanks for tuning in, squad.
We out.